Happy trails! Okay, this week is Santa Fe Trail Day, and it is the 86th Santa Fe Trail Day. That means for 86 years, the Los Animas School District, the high school in particular, has sponsored this activity. It is a school-sponsored event. Guess what? That is the longest-running school-sponsored event in the whole country. And the whole purpose of it was to start teaching our students about the Santa Fe Trail. Well, any of you that have taken any American history might have heard of the Santa Fe Trail. And it was a trail mostly for commerce, which means they wanted to get goods from one place to another. It was also for expansion. That means people wanted to move from the East United States to the Western United States. It was way before cars, way before roads, so this trail was the way to get there. So I've brought some books, the Santa Fe Trail Adventures. Now this one's mostly an activity book, but this cover is a great picture. It shows the Conestoga wagon being pulled by oxen. And there's another way that they used to get around was mules. But anyway, if you are interested in activities, this is a great book to learn about the Santa Fe Trail. This is another of my favorites, the Santa Fe Trail, the Library of the Western Expansion. It's written by Ryan Randolph, and it is the best explanation of the Santa Fe Trail that I ever read. It's nice and simple, it's easy to understand, and it has these great pictures because you know me, I love picture books way better than just words. Anyway, there's a map, and it does show what the prairie looked like. That's one of the reasons our town likes to celebrate it, is that our town was right on the Santa Fe Trail. And so it looks like a lot of the places that the Santa Fe Trail went through. I really recommend this book. Now, it's gotten to the point where our school does a parade, and they have a square dance competition, and they have a queen competition. Now they have a king competition too, and that's pretty exciting because it's bringing back all the information, all the history of the Santa Fe Trail. Who was working on the trail, who was using the trail, where the trail went, what kind of people interacted with each other. So that means there were some cowboys and there were some Indians. A lot of people don't like to use the word Indians because that's really people from India. So we would call them Native Americans because they were here in this continent before the white people were. And so there were Native Americans, there were Mexicans, there were lots and lots of different people along this trail. That was one of the most fascinating things I learned about the Santa Fe Trail, was all the different people there are. But now the Santa Fe Trail Day that Los Animas celebrates is just a whole lot of fun. People love to dress up. I hope to see some of your costumes because they're going to have a costume contest where you can take a picture and send it to the school Facebook site, and then some judges will judge and decide if you're the best dance hall girl or best beard or best, I don't even remember all the categories, but you can look them up and it's a lot of fun. Even if you don't want to be in a contest, you can just dress up real simple. Wear a t-shirt from a past Santa Fe Trail Day, and then, you know, bandanas are easy to come by, especially now that people are using them for masks. That's perfect. So we've got Santa Fe Trail Day on our minds, which means that I was trying to think of some Western art to go along with it. Well, this is another one of my favorite books. It's called The Armadillo Rodeo by Jan Brett. And she just does some remarkable things. But my first thought was the way that she draws cowboy boots. Here's the best picture right on the back cover. And it shows, well, there's two of them. This one shows the cowboy on a bucking bronco. And this one has flowers. And this one has more flowers. And this one has traditional Western designs. So I hope you get to read this book, first of all, and second of all, I hope you take the chance to draw a boot. So I drew a boot up here so that you could see it, but if you got the paper, I hand out a paper every week that has 3 ideas for art, just to give you a break. Remember, I know you have to study hard and you have to do your chores at home, but every now and then you need a break to use that artistic, creative part of your brain. And so I gave you a paper that had the outline of a boot. If you're really good at drawing, then go ahead and draw it by yourself. You don't need me. You just go ahead and draw a boot. But then on the boot, I want you to make it personal. So you could either add stitching like I did with a marker, or add flowers because you love gardening, or maybe you are a real patriot and you want to add stars and stripes like on the flag. You can add whatever you want just to make it your boot. So I would love to see pictures of your boots. Now the other Western art that I thought of that I think is a lot of fun are dream catchers. How many of you have a dream catcher? Well, I can't see your hands because it's a video. Sorry about that. I keep wishing you were here. But anyway, my daughter really loves dream catchers. So she has a collection and she let me borrow these. And they're just so pretty. They hang in the window and they're supposed to catch your bad dreams so that you won't have them anymore. And then my son tried to teach me how to make it, and and so I made a nice little round thing out of a branch, and then it broke. So if your things go wrong, that's okay. Remember, you enjoy the process, not just the product. I'm going to show you the simplest way I ever saw to make a dream catcher, and this is simple and cheap. So first of all, you just take a regular paper plate, and then for me, the best way to cut it and to get it to look like a circle is to fold it in 4 parts. So you get like that, and then you can see the circle and you can just cut right along there, and you end up with a ring. Okay, and then if you keep it folded, I can't do it through 4 layers, but I can do it through 2 layers, and then I just start making holes in around the circle like this. Easy peasy, right? Okay, and then I open it up and I've got my shape. Now I didn't do such a perfect job of cutting, but that doesn't matter. I just want to enjoy making a project. Okay, so then after that I might add some color just to make the frame really pretty. And then I find some yarn. I just found just plain yellow yarn, because that's what was laying around my house. I didn't try to find the natural sinew or whatever that the professionals use. I just used what I had. And so then I start going through, and see, I made it, and I just go through a hole until I cross over anywhere. I didn't even try to make it a pattern. I just go from hole to hole so that I ended up with like a star or all those crisscrosses that could catch my bad dreams, okay? And then I even let some hang down. So when I get finished, I let them hang down like this, and I add some beads onto it and feathers onto it. And then I can hang it in my window, and hopefully I would have finished product. I didn't make you a finished one because you know me, I just like to give you ideas and make you go from there so that you're not trying to copy me, because your ideas are really better than mine anyway. All right, so there's 2 ideas for some Western art, and happy trails. Love you guys.